Hello, my friends and foes. Welcome to How to Be a Decent Manager, episode 3. This week, we're going to be talking about how to hold people to really high expectations. When I was growing up, my dad would always say to me, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. This was something my dad didn't just say, but he lived by. For example, when I asked my dad for a tree house, he built me a 2-story tree house with a trap door that was 30 feet in the air. It had its own fire pole and 2 separate zip lines. Did you ever have to make a volcano for a school project? What did you use for the lava? My guess, baking soda and vinegar. My dad, he used real lava. All right, we made a clay mountain with a steel pipe in the middle that literally shot flames and lava in the air for all of my fellow 3rd graders to see. My dad lived this, if it's worth doing right mentality. So if I came to him and wanted to cut corners on something, he would just remind me, if it's worth doing right. My parents had the expectation that I would get all A's. They set that bar for me. Because my parents loved me and supported me, the high expectations that they had set kept me engaged. In order to keep your high-performing team members engaged, you need to set high expectations and really challenge them. So I spent some time with the GM of a really busy hotel in New York a few weeks ago. He spends 2 hours a day inspecting the rooms at his hotel. And I was so worried when I started to talk to team members, like, what's it like working for this guy? It was amazing for me to see how much they loved working there because of the high expectations that their GM had. The high performers want to be challenged. Don't feel bad calling people out on things they can improve upon. Here are some questions or comments that you can use with your team members to hold them to high expectations. I'm seeing a pattern in getting 4-star reviews lately. What do we need to do as a team to push that to 5? I noticed you weren't fully present in that last meeting. What's going on? Moving forward, I need you to be fully present, okay? As a company, we have really high expectations when it comes to how we answer the phone. I noticed how you did it this way earlier. It's my expectation moving forward that you do it this way, right? It can be very clear, cut and dry, be as specific as possible. Don't just say you want to be world-class in customer service. Say that you want 1,000 customers by the end of Q2. Say that you want to reduce customer complaints by 10%. Say that you want to be ranked #1 in TripAdvisor. People don't know how to exceed your expectations when they don't know what they are. Seth Godin talks about the pride that Harley has put into its brand. And he has this great line, nobody gets a Suzuki tattoo. Everyone that works for you wants to be working for a company that they take pride in. I think it could be really easy to become an overly demanding jerk or a micromanager. But when I think back to my parents and to the GM at this busy hotel, they were people that truly loved those around them. They were there to serve the people around them, and they had built trust. They were clear on the expectations of the things that mattered. So my challenge to you this week is find one of the keystones of your business and spend some time writing out a very clear expectation of that keystone. Start by helping your team member come alive. Approach them with a sense of empathy. See things through their eyes. And then be very clear on the expectations you have for them and your team, and that lays a strong groundwork for how you can become a decent manager.